Happy Saturday. I apologize if I'm out of breath and everything during this video. Just got done with my cardio and I'm very limited on time today, so I need to make the video while I'm recovering. That's how it is when you're trying to smush a whole bunch of stuff into one day. So cardio went well, just got done doing the cardio, 30-minute strides. And I mean, it went fine. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting my my strides starting to open up. I feel better. I feel like I'm not getting tired. I'm able to gauge that really well because I keep my mouth shut during the entire time that I run, and I force myself to breathe 100% through my nose. So that gives me the ability to kind of gauge where how I'm controlling my heart rate, because I'm not panting and doing all this stuff. I'm just taking deep breaths in and out of my nose the whole time. Took a while to get to that, but you know, hey, you live and learn. That's why I always say, do your stuff, collect the data, and then move on from there. Like I always say, you apply that to the cardio as well. I wouldn't be 6 days into cardio and have this capability if I had not learned my body and put in the work in the past. You know, just because I'm fat right now, because I bulk, does not mean that my intuition, knowledge base, or any of that is obstructed. You know, I'm acutely aware of what the heck's going on with my training and everything like that. I'm just, you know, at the top end of a bulk and trying to find an enjoyable, because remember, I can eat apples all day, I can eat eggs all day and cut weight, but it's not sustainable. I've done it, been there, done that, not trying to do it again. We got weights in a little bit here. 6 sets of deadlifts, conventional, sumos, my favorite day of the week. 6 sets, really punish the legs. Incline press, overhead press, what is it, some chin-ups, lateral raise. Yeah, should go well. 3 sets apiece, nothing too crazy, just, you know, working to, you know, blow up those muscles and get some fat burning going and keep the strength that I've gained over the last 11 months. Nothing crazy. So, endomorphs. I'm gonna have to switch up the game on you again. I know this isn't gonna pertain to everybody, and you know what? I was over 300 pounds and doing strides, so I don't wanna hear it, really, I don't. If you wanna get your eating under control and you want to really kinda drive yourself to do all this stuff the right way, I'm gonna recommend that you go and you do strides like I do. Full field, you know, soccer field, or forget soccer field. Goalpost to goalpost on a, and I've talked about this before in the past, goalpost to goalpost on a football field, and you start out by running laps till you get your heart rate to your fat burning heart rate. I can't tell you what that is. My fat burning heart rate, you know, is 145 or up. So I try and keep my heart rate between 145 and 170 when I run. Sometime I'll do stuff and try and get it up to 180, but I don't really do that much anymore because I'm not rolling in Jiu-Jitsu or anything like that where my body needs or desires that level of conditioning, because I'm not doing anything crazy like that. The only thing I do is these strides, lift and ride my board, and in none of those cases does my heart rate get up to 180 beats per minute, so no need. But I go between 145, I keep it between 145 and 165 for a half an hour, and once I get my heart rate up, I start the clock for a half an hour, and I run a stride, you know, 50, 60, 70%, depending on how I feel that day. If my heart rate's over 145, when I get back, I rest till it gets to 145, then I go again. And I do that for a half an hour straight, not allowing my heart rate to drop below 145 beats per minute. Now, I'm sure you say, well, why would you say that that's, you know, the inducer? Now, for me, can't speak for you. Remember, I'm only speaking from experience here. That's all I do. I speak from experience. I think that when you go out there and you put in that kind of work, it says to you, it's something that's saying to you, hey, maybe I should be eating right. I'm an endomorph. Maybe I should be controlling my insulin levels, considering that I'm putting in all this work running and tiring myself out, you know, because running is difficult. You know, getting your heart rate up and controlling your heart rate is difficult. Now, when you first start out, you know, people that I've talked to in the past, overweight people, are you gonna do it how I do, a 50-60%? No. You're gonna do, you know, you're gonna start out just maybe like, you know, the way I started out, you know, the big guy way of starting out. What I did in the beginning was I ran one. I just went out there, I didn't warm up or anything, you know, maybe stretch a little. I ran one, and then I rest 30 seconds, 45 seconds, depending on how I felt in the time frame. I'd have another watch over here with like the timer set for 30 minutes, and then I had like a stopwatch that I carry with me, and I would adjust my rest times based off how I felt, and then I slowly worked up my speed and worked up to, you know, using a heart rate monitor and getting more work in that half an hour. So you got to play with it. If you have to, if you're totally deconditioned, start out like that. You know, use a stopwatch, rest for a minute if you want. Just get out there and do the cardio. I'm telling you, doing cardio and getting your heart rate up and feeling how your body's reacting to cardiovascular work is a great way to, you know, get you to eat right and get you to stick to your, you know, to your new lifestyle, because the results are going to come when you're doing cardio. Hit cardio, high intensity interval training burns calories when you're doing it, and it burns calories for up to 48 hours after you do it, because of the way that your body is having to use your lower body and muscles and work your lungs. It's stress on your body. Your body has to recover, just like weights. Doing a little jog, that's not really gonna do it. Now, do you have to use that little jog or maybe a slower speed to work up to being able to do what I'm doing? Yes, it takes time. I've been doing this style of running in this manner since like freshman year of high school. That's when I started running strides, when I played football. So I've been doing it a pretty long time, 1991, 92. So, I mean, you know, give it time. Happy Saturday.